Good afternoon, ladies and gents. I hope you're all well on this slightly rainy day. This is a good old Edwardian era London church, this one, in East London. We're in Green Street, Upton Park, and this is the Church of Our Lady of Compassion, Roman Catholic Church. The church was built between 1909 and 1911 by architect Robert Lieben Curtis. Opened in 1911. Inside the church's high altar are deposited the relics of two early Christian martyrs, Saint Januarius 272 to 305 AD, patron saint of Naples and of blood banks. He was Bishop of Benevento. He was killed during the Great Persecution under Emperor Diocletian. And the relics of St. Venastus, the martyr. St. Venastus the martyr, who was killed in Rome in 362 AD under the persecution of the Christians of Emperor Julian the Apostate. His feast day is on May the 22nd. The relics were solemnly installed inside the high altar on the 24th of October 1929 by Bishop Doubleday. There's a little shrine to Our Lady over there, so we're going to cross over the road safely in a minute and I'll get you some more views. There we are, now crossed over the road. You can see the side of the chapel there. Now we shall cross over into its porchway and entrance. Over we go. Over there, where all those flats are, is where the old football ground was. West Ham football ground, now called Bowling Village. Yeah, and this at the back here is where the cinema was. That's going to be luxury flats, the old Bowling cinema. Yeah, this is the Church of Our Lady of Compassion, Roman Catholic Church. It's a nice old church as well. It's got a little garden area around here. Sorry about the weather. That I'm afraid I can't control. Yeah, you should see it's got some nice old features on it, this one. I'll take some pictures while I'm here. I filmed my main part for the church inside the other day, and the intro I really wasn't happy with, not at all. So I'm refilming that, and this is what you're getting now. I'm going to bung my trolley there. I've got a trolley with me today because I've got a load of stuff to take to Linda. As you can see, it's got some really nice architectural features on it, this one. And you've got the shrine to Our Lady over here. This is Our Lady of Compassion, Virgin Mary, of course. Beautiful. There we are. I know some of the C of E people don't like all the Roman Catholic stuff. They think it's a bit gaudy and that, but it's a Roman Catholic church, so in its setting, there we are. And that, of course, there is the vicarage. So, take a picture. And off we go. Join me for the next part of the video, which was filmed 2 days ago. So join me inside. And in we go. This is a permission visit, this one, because photography or mobile phone use isn't really allowed in this church. So I got a permission visit. I did ask consent and they said yes, which was very kind. Turn that off. There's the font, but obviously I'll show you the side aisles first, which is my want. We pretty much got the church to ourselves today. There is an upper gallery, or what's always known as a minstrel's gallery. It's a beautiful old church. Devotion to Saint Therese of Lisieux. Pause to read if you wish. And off we trundle. Ouch, that hurt. This is the entrance into the bell tower and the upper gallery, which of course is locked. And the lady that's looking after the church today, she doesn't have the keys, and it's a bit... They usually are with bell tower visits, which you can understand, I mean. If anything goes wrong, then they are liable for it, and no one's going to want to put themselves at that risk. Stations of the Cross. So look at the lovely architecture with the windows. Brick built, this chapel, but it's really nice. Built for 1909, opened in 1911. Its first vicar was appointed in 1908 though, because the land and everything was set aside beforehand. And more of the history will follow in the description box. Sorry. It's nice to see one with its original wooden pews. And we're lucky to have so many of these lovely places to come to and visit and show your respects or pray, whatever you choose to do in a church. Many people find their peace in different ways. You haven't got to get on your knees and whatnot all the time. Some people don't. And this altar here is devoted to the devotion of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. It's where the Blessed Host is kept, the bread and the wine of the Mass. We are. You see, it's got very, very impressive, and that's its original chandeliers, if you wish to call them that. They're the old, like, iron cartwheel ones. Rather impressive too. And the lady was saying, was speaking to, she said, whatever the time of year, it's always warm in this church. Always. I'm deliberately turning you this way so we miss the high altar, because we're going to go and cover the side aisle and the next side altar, which is dedicated devotion to Our Lady of Compassion, for whom the church is named. And here is that second altar to Our Lady of Compassion. But see what I mean in churches? You look up, you look down. Even the carving of the altar rail is lovely in itself. Alabaster and plain stone. Even the floor, look, is nice. You've got parquet flooring in here, and it is original too. This is the church's organ now. When the church originally opened, it had a harmonium type organ, you know, the ones that's pedalled with your feet, but it's had an electric organ since the 1950s. The lady's words were, we've had several electric organs since the 1950s. Carry on with the Stations of the Cross. Get to the end of this aisle. Or side chancel rather, I should say. I have already gone round and photographed these before I started my filming. And beautifully detailed. And this is the last one. Parish priest of Our Lady, Aloysius Meus, 1902 to 1909, because before this church was here there was a school, a Catholic school with an iron chapel, and that man there, Aloysius Mayes, was the first priest of this church. And then you got the rest of them, so that's a nice bit of continuity. And over here, I really liked these. I found these absolutely lovely, I must admit. These are what adults and children have, as the lady said, felt compelled to draw and gift to the church. How I got my permission visit between you, me, this church and the gatepost is by several weeks ago taking some pictures, sending them to my friends David and Jenny, and they have very kindly sent me pencil, sketch, type and colour images. So with which the church were very pleased. You've got the holy water stoops here, 2 of them, and you've got ones over there at the side chapels as well, the side altars. This is the font with an extremely heavy lid. It's locked. That's interesting. Better not lift it up or delve too deeply. I don't want to scratch or damage anything. It's plain on that side, set into black and white marble checkerboard flooring. You've got to give it to the Victorians, and in this case the Edwardians, when they built something in any particular style that they chose to build it in, because they specialised in lots of different styles, the Victorians. Some liked Gothic, some liked Romanesque, some liked Renaissance, and this is very much like a Italian or Greek Renaissance type of church from what I've read online. Here's its pulpit. Limestone and alabaster and plain stone. That was it. And you've got the brick that runs along the bottom to emulate the walls. We're gonna walk up here in a minute, because you've got some nice original stained glass in the doors, and of course you've got these statues on either side, and Christ on the cross. But what I found most interesting is under this altar are the relics of St. Januarius and St. Venastus, and if you see just in there, why aren't we focusing? Maybe they don't want me to, but I will try again. That's the relics of St Januarius and St Fenustus. But look, there you've got some nice stained glass just there. I don't know if that's St Patrick or St Michael. I think St Michael's normally, St Patrick's normally shown in green. And then you've got the bishop's throne. And I think that's Joseph. St Joseph with the baby Jesus, I think. I could be wrong, so do forgive me if I am. Yeah, under there are the... Turn my flash on, that's better. '93, so that's had restoration or something done on it in fairly recent times. Yes, 1993. You've got the bishop's throne behind and the relics and that. And I hope you've all enjoyed the tour. Thank you for watching.